shall I do? Let's wet my sky, I think. Wet all my sky first. I'll straight through that boat. Can't be bothered messing about with that. There we are, totally wet sky. Come in with some of that there. I'll do. Right, let's come into some blue. Dabbed my brush in latter, but I haven't particularly washed it. I'm just thinking, do I need to wash it? No. Dotting my blue up a bit, make it a bit more realistic. Got to mix the cobalt answer in here. Just nice strong blue at top there. Obviously getting a bit weaker as I come down. I'll swap brushes. Just keep. So I've got two brushes. One with just water on it like that for softening. There we are. That's lovely. And then one with some actual paint on it. So that again, perhaps. Right, lovely. C. Let's let me see and put a bit of C in here now then. Same again, I think I'll pop it in like that. And I think I'll soften in with this brush. It's softening in quite well anyway. That's quite nice. So a little bit just along this horizontal. Oh yeah, I've drawn an horizontal line there. I've drawn a bit of beach there and a little boat there. Forgot to mention that. Right, that'll do me. I'm gonna so what I'm gonna do while that's still wet, clean this brush. Just get some water out on it and just pop in a bit of seaside sand there. A bit of seaside sand. Oh, lovely. Let's mix a bit more of that. Oh, I'm running out of yellow. Just mixing a bit more seaside sand. That's perfect. I'll go straight fruit boat. Don't think it's going to matter. That'll do for now. Right. Calaver dry. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. Squirt some yellow out. Mine just freezes. Got mind freeze. There we are. Squirt some yellow out there. Perfect. Right. Right. Let's have a go. And a lovely bunch of coconuts. But anyway, right, right, background. Let's get that in. Right, I'm gonna mix some more creamy colour up. Background. Touch of that yellow in there. So I'm just talking to myself, mixing that creamy colour up, and then I think what I'm going to do, dab a little bit of green in, and I'm going to just vary and come backwards and forwards into some different colours. Now that looks perfect. That's exactly what I'm after. that horizontal line there. I can try and get in there like that. Oh, I didn't mean to go all the way across actually. I was going to just sort of end it about there. Too late, gone all the way across. Not matters. It'll make a great deal of difference. Right, what's that? Squeeze that out into there. I'll squeeze my brush out before I rinse it. Makes your water last longer, so you ain't got to mess about changing it. And you don't waste paint, because there's paint in that brush, so I don't have to waste it. I can't afford to waste paint. Just drinking coffee, I can't afford anything. I'll tell you what, talking about can't afford stuff, right? Some people come round for charity the other day, right? Well, Doofus answered the door, didn't he? So, that's my stepbrother, by the way, Doofus. They were collecting for cancer. You'll never guess what that idiot's gone and done. Seriously, you'll never guess. He's getting rabbit. What a retard. Tell you, that youth, he's not wired up, literally. Well, it's rabbit. People come and I get a rabbit. Doofus, where's your brain? Use your brain, Doofus. Idiot. Absolute moron. I think I'll get some stuff going like that sort of way now. Sort of like that. Strongest bits up front here. Then me sort of way use it. And then gradually take it back. Oh, that way. Now, plenty of wall. Plenty of whack back there. Whoa. There we are. That's it. I'll go into that boat a bit, it don't matter long now. Because I'll be colouring that in a bit. Right, that. I'm just sitting back and looking. Always sit back now, look. If you can. Yeah, me and Doofus going to pickle some onions later. We pickled some eggs yesterday. And then in a bit we're going to be pickling some onions. It's another hobby, what we've got. Pickling things. Just mixing up a bit more beach colour. A skin tone. You know, if you've got one of them cheap paint, you get these cheap paint sets with all a million different colours in. You often get skin tone in them. If you've got one of them, that'll actually work quite good on a beach. Now, I'm glazing over, right? But I'm also leaving little gaps so I can see some of my original colour. My original colour's going to still glow through underneath. I'm leaving little gaps so that I can still see it. You know what I could do actually? Just come into here, you know where the sand meets the sea? I could come into there a little bit and that'll look like shallow water. And I could do opposite this way actually. I've just rinsed my brush off. I'll come back into some blue and I'm going to do the same here. Just put a little bit of blue on there and all, where there's some water dripping in up onto the beach. Yeah, that should. Yeah, like that. Right. It's not looking bad at all, is it? I know we're dry. small brush, stick that about in there. And I've got a lump of purples just but somehow landing in the yellow. Right, anyway, that brush should do. Can you see that? Oh, there it is. That brush should do it. Get a nice boat colour. Nice. I think I'm going to do a nice light brown. Light brown colour. Pop that in. Actually, I'm going carefully around that line there. That line there, don't matter, because I think I'm going to have that darker. There we are. I'm going to soften that bit there. That's the reflection. There we are. Oh, lovely. Right, let's have a drop a bit darker in here. I've dropped a bit of that blue in. Right, I'm going to mix a darker brown now. Drop a bit of that in. Well, I've just dabbed my brush into a little bit of water to just soften this off a bit now. And then I think I'll rinse it off into just water. In fact, now I'll put some of this really light brown back in and just blend it in with that light brown colour there. And there we go. And I'll soften that a bit again. Clean brush. Soften it again there. There we are. Even a bit of perhaps reflection in this wet sand. Yeah, looks nice. Right, sip of coffee. Right, stick that brush there. And get an even smaller brush now. Pops in a fisherman. Pops a little fisherman in. I ain't got any green in this, so I think I'll put some fisherman with a green coat on. It should make him stand out. It's about, say it's about that big, something like that. Let's give him some brown trousers. Some brown trousers. I think his trousers are going to go green because that colour's dripping down anyway, not to worry. I'll at least try and give him a brown head. Oh, he's got brown hair. There we are. At least I managed that bit. Right there. Let's give him a little box for all his tackle and stuff. So give him a little fishing box thing there, like something like that. Put some shadows in on this stuff in a bit. Let's put some other bits and bobs around there. I don't know what that is. It's just some of his bits of fishing tackle and cack and that, you know. Right. Where's that brush out? What's my smallest brush? I've got that one. So, tiny little brush now. Just got in some Baines grey. I'm just gonna give him fishing rod. There we are. That's his fishing rod. Right, which way went? Let's that shadow coming towards us. Say coming towards us. towards us. A bit of shadow coming towards us, like. I think we need a bigger brush. Swap back to a bigger brush. That one will do. I've gone into a bit of just a mucky purple colour for shadows. I may as well just use that. So, pop that in there. A bit of shadow coming off there. A bit coming off these things. Look. Soften it in. Well, that's it, it's good. Get that same purple colour. Mix it in here as well. Just coming off bottom of this boat here. Same again, a little bit of shadow. I think I'll soften that in and all. Especially on the edges there. Oh, that looks alright, I think. A bit darker in there. Bit in there. I think that looks alright. Right then. We'll copy. Right, let's get a light colour for the top here. Just mixing some up with this little brush. It's tricky to mix with a big brush, but I've got this little brush in my hand. Anyway, so let's go into here. I'm thinking there's not much of a contrast between that and that, but that'll dry lighter. So by the time that's dried, there probably will be. Right, that's that. Sailing boats, I'm getting a couple of sailing boats in this one and all. So I'll get this tiny. These brushes are amazing. It's just like all different sizes. It sort of covers everything. Every single thing I use a different brush for. It works better than just struggling with the wrong one. Right. So I've got now on my brush. Just added some water into a dry lump, the designer's white gouge. So I'll see that bit there where it's slightly darker. These will stand out better there. So I'm going to stick them in there. Stick a reflection in like that. Just a couple of sailing boats there like that. Tiny little things miles away. That's that. Right. I think now get back to another little brush. Maybe it's that one. See, I'm going slightly different sizes each time. Right. Mix up a nice brown colour. Some brown on this. Right. See if I can get this line straight. To be honest, it's not really going to matter if it's not. Sometimes a dead straight line in a painting doesn't really look that good. There we are. Looks alright to me, that. Then I'm going to get my really fine little brush. Tiny little one. And just do a couple of little ropes coming off here like that. You can even have these appearing and reappearing if you want. I've got a bit of solid line. They're that thin. There might be places where you won't even see them. There we are, a couple of lines. That's nice. Right. What's that brush out? Get this big in again. It's so big, it's not that big. Into some more brown. A bit of Payne's Grey added to this brown. Make it nice, milky brown. I don't want it too clear. In fact, I've even mixed a bit of green in that, so it looks like there's bits of moss and stuff growing on here. There's a couple of posts. One there. That one's going out at the page there. That's it. Just mixing some purple up again. Same again, shadows going about like that. I've rinsed my brush out, soften this shadow, so it's just a damp brush now. Softening that shadow in like that, that looks nice. Right, that's that. Then it's a bit of rope. Let's go to this. This one, it's my second smallest brush, I think. Some dark colour for a bit of rope. That rope comes around there like that, straight down there. Then it just comes across there like that. Onto there. Let's take it up. Up to there. That looks a bit weird. See, I don't like that. Oh, I'll leave it. Sorry. Looks a bit weird how it goes up and then across. I thought that was front of my boat there. It's not. That's front of my boat. Let's do a bit of a thing to show it. Oh, a few little panels, what you can just see. And they'll emphasise front at bolt. Oh, I see a few little panels in here. See that? Can you just see it? You don't want to go menstruals with it. You only want to just be able to see it. That's it. That's good. Just looking. I wonder if I want to darken inside of this boat. Take that dark against light there. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to have this bit darker than this bit now. I'm going to have it opposite way around. Or I've changed my mind. So I'm going to have that bit there as my darkest bit. There. Like that. And then dip my brush into just water. And I'm blending up there. There. That's it. Like that. So what I could do, what I'm going to do, in fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do first. I'm going to put in you know what? I'm putting a couple of birds. Well, you know what? It's not Peter and Paul today. It's just a couple of seagulls. A couple of seagulls. Gertrude and Gladys. That is the Gertrude and Gladys, the seagulls. There's usually quite a few seagulls, so let's pop in Stan as well. There's another seagull. May as well sign it. I normally sign it last because I've got one more thing to do, but I'll sign it. I'll put my signature there. By day, birthday there, and then right, just choosing which size brush. I'm gonna go with that one. Think about these things because your brush strokes is important. So if you think about what you're doing, your brush size as it can. Right, so I'm just getting a few Designer's Gouache white. Probably not so much back there. Won't be that much right back there. Next to nothing. They get stronger as they come down. There we are. Let's try and get some of this in a little bit stronger. You do something like that. Something like that. Quite like that. I'm quite happy at that. Missed out. I don't think so. I'll tell you what I could do. Usually when I do this I make a total mess, so just a few flicks like that, look, for a few pebbles on the beach, and I managed to do it without making a mess. Right, I'm going to go and pickle some onions with my brother Doofus now, so I'll see you on the beach. Wah wah, wuyakasha.